All right, guys, welcome back to the Roblox channel for another video. In today's video, as you can see, we are doing a tier list. A lot of you guys have been asking for an updated tier list, and shout out to Kat for allowing us to use his updated tier list so that way we can go ahead and make this video. If you guys do enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with the list, if there's certain places that you guys disagree with. Where would you guys personally put a lot of the characters that we have here? Without further ado, we're gonna hop right into it. All right, guys, here we go. This is the list I managed to come up with. I went ahead and I just put everything where I believe they should go. We're gonna talk about the godly styles first, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the secret styles, and let me know if you guys agree with the reasonings as to why I put these styles where they deserve to go. Right, so right off the bat, we're going to talk about the godlies. We're going to talk about Bokuto being the best godly style in the game, simply because he is the only style that is meant to spike for the godlies. He's the only spiking godly style, and he does it very well. If you are a very good Bokuto player, you're just a watered down version of Hinoto. I'm going to be honest. Just literally just a lower speed, and that's it. Everything else is just as good as Hinoto, and I do think if we're really talking about Bokuto, he technically could go at the bottom of S+, but just for this, because he is a godly and the speed is so low, I'm going to put him in S. I do think he does belong there as the best godly style. Next, we have Kagayomo. We're going to move pretty quickly through the godly styles because, again, they are godly. If you guys have godly styles, this part of the video will be for you. But for the most part, I know a lot of you probably do have the secret styles, which is just clearly a lot better than the godlies, right? But you can see right here, we have Kagayomo being the next best godly style. Just off his stats alone, you can see why he's probably the second best. Look at everything being in the green besides spike and bump. That's actually crazy. There's not many characters that's all in the green. I don't think there's any that's actually all in the green, but this style, very good doing what he does at setting. Very good setting, very good serving, and everything else being just as good, right? He is an offensive setter. Like, you can actually make spiking plays, or you can just set as well. You can block. Very good defender as well, because the block being very high is very strong. So we're in a serving and setting meta, or not setting, well, serving and blocking meta right now. I'm gonna tell you guys why when we get up to the secrets in a second, right? And even the next style that we have here, Hirakumi being the third best, the blocks he does, he's basically steel block. He is basically steel block. The ball goes down so fast and so smooth, it's not even funny. You can spike with him, you can serve with him, you can set with him, and he has max jump. Obviously, you're gonna need max jump if you're gonna have the best block stat in the game, right? Very good style if you do have him. If you're a defensive type of player, this style is absolutely perfect for you. Next up, we have Oigawa. Oigawa being very good still. He just because he's at the bottom of S tier doesn't mean he's a bad style, right? I just think when you're comparing him to these other three, he just belongs at the bottom because everyone else here is doing so much better at the things they do than he does, right? He's there for serving, but the max serve stat really doesn't mean anything, especially if it's just slightly better than the other guys, right? Because even if you have a lower serve, like for example Hirakumi, the ball goes down just as fast as the Oigawa serve here, right? So I don't think he deserves to be really high up where like Kagayomo is, so I decided to put him down at the bottom of S tier. But I do think he is a very good character if you have him and you don't have any other setter. He does what he does really well, and his blocking stat is very strong as well. You're able to get the ball down faster with the blocks. Good defensive style, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the secret styles. Now bear with me here, guys. This list is very subjective, right? Like, you could put any of these guys as number one, number two, or so on and so on, right? But this is just what I believe to be the best secrets in the game right now. So we're gonna go from best to worst, right? You can see right here, I feel like a lot of you would agree with me that time skip Kagayomo still is the best secret style in the game, simply because of his stopping ability with the set, right? Like, I don't think there's any style in this game right now that can compete with his setting power. The ability to actually come up with different plays just because of the ball stopping in the air is absolutely just ridiculously broken. I think it's probably alongside tilt the most broken thing in this game. But Tilt not as powerful as that, obviously, but I think it is just absolutely insane. And he has other good stats as well, right? Like his speed is almost max, jump almost max, and blocking is pretty decent. I think that's halfway, and the serve being max. So very, very strong character. I think he is definitely the best setting style in the game. Next up, we have Atasumi, and the reason why I have Atasumi in the second slot is because of the float serve. You guys know about the float serve. It's actually really strong. After they buffed him, like I've seen so many Twins players in ranked now, it's not even funny. Like everywhere you go, you'll see a Twins player, and he's probably going to be getting the score with the float serve. The ability to hit the ball at max power and have it look like it's going out of the court but actually end up landing inside of the court is very strong. He's a curve spike character every time. Like curve spike is basically useless if you have this character, right? So I do believe he is deserving of that second spot, just slightly above time skip Oigawa. Oigawa is obviously the next one we have in the third slot, and again, it's for his rainbow serving ability, the ability to hit the ball, and when they receive it, the ball goes back, left, right, and or forward, but it pushes back someone. I think is very strong, especially in 2v2s where he does shine the most, and his serve stat just being super powerful. I think he definitely deserves to be in that third slot, and he can spike, which is one of his best points. I've always wanted a setting spiker, and he does just that. So I think this style is very good right here. Next up, we have Time Skip Hinoto in the fourth spot, and I know a lot of you would probably also agree with this. He is definitely deserving here because of his charge spiking, just slightly above the Sanu, right? His charge spiking is very strong if you know how to utilize it properly. A good Time Skip Hinoto player will always beat a good Sanu player, and that's I've seen it in the competitive scene, I've seen it in ranked, I've seen it with some of my own friends. For example, Passion loves Time Skip Hinoto, and it's just because of that charge spike, right? You're able to hit so many good spikes because of how fast that ball actually does go down. And again, he's a very unpredictable style. Like you can run from anywhere on the map and you just won't be able to guard Time Skip Hinoto because he's just going all over the place. You don't even know where he's going to jump from. You don't know what he's going to be doing. He could be doing anything on the map, and you're just always going to be wondering, like, what is this guy doing, right? So I do believe he is deserving of that fourth spot. His jump being max, speed almost max, serving is very strong as well, so he's able to get those aces more often than some of the other styles on this list, right? So very good style for that number 4th spot right there. Also guys, sorry if this video is all like kind of all over the place when it comes to talking about the styles. I might be missing out a lot of stuff, or some of my thoughts are not going through properly, but hopefully it is enough for you guys to understand why I have these guys in certain places, right? Next, we have Sanu. Sanu deserving of that number 5th spot here. Very strong style. He did fall down a little bit, again, just because of these other styles coming out being so much better than him. Before, he used to be probably the best style in the game because of the tilt, but they did nerf the tilt a little bit. But in my opinion, guys, don't hate me for this, but I think the nerf of the tilt was actually a buff. His tilt before was way too powerful. You were able to hit that out of bounds way more often than not. I think now you're able to actually have control of your aim with the tilt a lot better than you did before, and I think that's just absolutely amazing. But everything else he does is pretty decent, right? Like he has decent serve, not even decent, the serve is actually pretty bad. He has pretty bad speed as well. Blocking is okay, it's halfway. Bumping is halfway as well, and the dive is also halfway. So everything else he does is decent, but that tilt mechanic is very strong. If you're back tilting, more often than not, you're not going to be hitting that out of bounds, right? You are not hitting that out of bounds, which is where he comes powerfully over the other styles. Pause. That is actually crazy what I said just that. No one typed that in the comments. That was wild. This is where he shines more brightly than the other styles. It's just that back tilt ability that he does have. We're keeping that in the video. That was crazy. That was a crazy statement. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next style here. We have Osuma. I did move him up. He used to be in the S tier, and the reason why I'm moving him up is because as of recently, I've seen everyone use this style. I've seen my friends use this style, even myself using this style. I think he's a very good spiker. The setting ability is pretty decent. Obviously, he has a max jump, and the blocking. This is where he actually does shine the most, right? Is his blocking. I've seen more Osuma players block than spike than I've seen with any Hirokumi players. I'm gonna be honest with you. Osuma is literally just there to block at this point. I haven't seen anyone spike with him unless you actually have to, right? But if you're on the defensive side, I've seen a lot of people just blocking. No one is jump setting with Osuma. No one. You're either counter spiking or you're blocking. That's it. So I do believe he deserves to be in the S+, a little bit higher than he was before. Next up, we have the only style in the game that can actually receive Oigawa's serve without having any repercussions from it, right? So we have Kimuro here. Very good style. We have max bump, max speed, max set. The fact that he has max set is crazy, right? You're able to get some decent plays off if you don't have a setter, or if your setter hits first touch, you can be the one to set. His serving is very powerful. His jumping is very powerful as well. So I decided to put him in the S+ tier at the very bottom, because he's not S. He's definitely S+ because of that ability that he does have to dive. That super dive is actually really good. It's really, really strong. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the tier list. Let me know if you guys do agree with this list. Let me know if you guys disagree with anything that I've said, or if anything didn't make any sense. Just put it all in the comments. But yeah, guys, this is going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.